What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Alanis Morissette, and more from her 1995 album, Jagged Little Pill. Once again, big shout out to Yvonne, one of my favorite people, and someone who's always amusing in the comments on Patreon, and she's often talking about how amusing other people are. So it really is a fun time over on Patreon. If you haven't seen, just come check it out. There's a lot of content you can see for free, as well as other stuff that's members only. So again, big shout out to Yvonne for sharing this, as well as the Vaybids, as well as the Tragically Hip. So, and indeed, she sent me an email where she was talking about it's really enjoyable to see people appreciate the hip and to really get a sense for why their music is special. So big shout out to you. I really appreciated that email. So yeah, the next tune, make sure I have this right, is You Learn. And I'm forgetting, it's like a famous work, but there's that, it's some literary work, and it's like, you learn, my God, do you learn? And, you know, with the implication being that a lot of that learning may be intense, if not outright painful, but one way or another, if you're still alive, you will learn. So it feels like maybe it's heading in that direction that, you know, again, for better or for worse, you'll end up learning if you have experience and you are alive in the world. And perhaps, you know, in certain circumstances, or if you're a person of one, you know, group or another, you may learn in different ways. I feel like, you know, maybe it could be a song that speaks to a woman's experience in particular, but either way, I do wonder what's at play, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's a mixed bag emotionally. So let's find out. This is Alanis Morissette. The track is You Learn, and it's from her 1995 album, Jagged Little Pill.
Getting your heart trampled on to anyone, yeah. So I recommend walking around naked in your living room, yeah. Swallow it down, the jagged little pill. It feels so good, swimming. Wait until the dust settles. You live, you learn, you love, you learn, you cry, you live, you lose, you learn, you bleed, you learn, you scream, you learn. Biting off more than you can chew.
I like the way she hits recommend.
I certainly do. I recommend sticking your foot in your mouth at any time.
It's gonna happen.
Feel free. Hold it down. The notion knocks you from the lid. Hold it up.
Acoustic guitar here.
You wait
what do you even say? It like the different iterations of "You Learn." At first, I thought they were literally just repeating every time. And then as it went by, I was like, wait, I didn't notice that one before. And then I didn't notice that one before. So maybe it was like they were hitting me one by one, or like the significance of them was hitting me one by one. But I think they did alter. There was an evolution of exactly what the refrains were, but all of them speak to what it felt like it was going to be beforehand. The idea that, again, if you find a way to get through life, or if you continue to live, you will learn. And that may be pain, it may be losing, it may be crying, it may be screaming, but it could also be laughing and loving and praying and doing all the manifest things that she referred to. And indeed, in one respect or another, experience is wisdom. So ultimately, I really sympathize with what I caught. There was the bit, and in particular at the end, where it felt like there were some lines that were not just that, and the idea of like, was it the fire trucks coming around the bend, which sounds like an emergency, maybe not a fire per se, meaning like if people get hurt, often, or indeed if people are in maybe a state where they might die, they'll send like paramedics and fire department and so on. So I don't know, it sounded like maybe something severe happened, maybe it was a fire, maybe something burned down, and it's part of the like, man, like it, like I lost everything, but I'm still here. So on some level, you learn. So I don't know exactly what those specific lines were about, but overall, it really did feel like the passenger of life thing. Like as you go through, you're gonna hit some bumps in the road. You might hit your head on the wall. Sometimes you might glide and feel really smooth at other times, but in one way or another, if you're still around, you're learning. So I really did appreciate it. And as it went on, I got more emotional, certainly. I like how I did my best to try to get like back into analytical mode. But seriously, it's funny because I don't know if it's a song that would make other people feel that way, like in terms of the sonics being very, they had some kick to them, some power, some energy, and her vocal delivery, it's got those charismatic little flourishes where she does that, quasi like yodel, like melodic hiccup sort of thing, and ultimately, the way she hits some of the lines, like syllabically, I enjoy. It's a bit like atypical, the rhythm she'll go through some of the words, and then she can really just hit some nice extensions, some melodic flourishes. But yeah, ultimately, the end of the song, it was like, I'm feeling really touched. Okay, what do? I think about the parts of the song. So basically, cerebrally left brain and emotionally right brain, I'm feeling very enriched by the tune. So shout out to Alanis, shout out once again to Yvonne, you are massively appreciated, as well as all the folks. Philip has been commenting, I know, on the Alanis reaction, so shout out to you as well. Do let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Peace.